Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming. I am the majestic Snare. This is my disembodied voice, which for the first time in probably about 6 months is not talking about Warframe. I've got to get over that, so just give me a moment. Okay, I'm ready now. So on to today's video. Today's video is all about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, I don't know what to make of this. See, to me, Assassin's Creed has always been a bit of a love-hate relationship. It's always been a game that I've loved, and I've hated the way it's treated me back. You know, it's always been. I always thought it was going to be the chosen one of gaming.
You were the chosen one.
But it's not really. Ubisoft have managed to take something absolutely fantastic story-wise and string it out and pump out, you know, game after game after game with derivative changes. Even I can admit that. And it's turned into the debacle that we saw with Assassin's Creed Unity a few years ago, with, you know, character models just unfinished and broken, and everyone just kind of got pissed off, which made the next Assassin's Creed game after that, which was probably already in development at the time when Unity came out, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which had the two characters at the same time, which you could switch between, Jacob and Elizabeth. I can't remember her bloody name. Oh my god, that's terrible. Anyway, so moving on. But because of those kind of games that came after it, they then released Assassin's Creed Origins last year, which are we now in the position with Odyssey, looking at it, that it's just going to be another yearly cycle? I thought they'd stop doing that, but it seems that they haven't. They've just continued to do it, and from all the gameplay and videos that I've seen so far, okay, there are some changes, but not many, and it looks like another rehash of the Assassin's Creed Origin gameplay style. So while that's not a terrible thing, because Origins was such a breath of fresh air that I thought it was a fantastic move to do that, to reinvigorate people and bring them back to the franchise, which does deserve some love. But at the same time, you've got a whole game there that looks and plays almost identical to the one we played last year. Okay, it looks a bit nicer with the facial animations. Okay, it's got a dual person or dual character outlook with the ability to, I believe it's going to be more of a parallel situation, a little bit more ingrained than it was in Syndicate. The move to the action RPG open world stuff is great, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to make people go, do you know what, great game. I prefer Odyssey over Origins, because Origins was the original. It was the OG. Literally ACOG. Who knows what will happen with that? I personally think that we are running the risk of going back into that yearly cycle. It's the part that worries me the most. They have been teasing elements about the game where your choices in the matters of how you do missions or choices you make in dialogue will actually change how the game plays out for you and give you options and choices and barriers and obstacles. So what they've done there might be enough to make it a totally different experience while retaining some of that familiarity of Assassin's Creed, which could be fantastic. But I just worry that we're in a position now that it's going to be all over the place. It's going to go falling back into bad habits, and we're going to have another game that is playable, looks great, looks fantastic, has a half decent story, but it's just derivative. You know, maybe that's what we want from a franchise. Do we want that? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, one of the other things I want to mention is the lifelong battle I have with Ubisoft, and that is they keep making special editions. I believe they are one of the better companies out there that provide a choice of special editions. If you're into that kind of thing, which I am, if it's a game that I want to be part of and I want to have a keepsake, then you can't go wrong with an Assassin's Creed or most Ubisoft games. There have been terrible ones, I'll give you that, from different sort of tiers of special editions, where you can just get a digital version with extra missions and armour and stuff, or you can go for the ones I normally go for, which have extra tat. Tat. Seriously guys, but I always enjoy getting my hands on a model, a figurine, art book, soundtrack, maybe some cloth map or something, or, you know, a pair of fucking the guy on his Odyssey's fucking loincloth replica. I don't really know what's going to be in these special editions. I haven't even teased it in front of my little eyes because I know I'm going to buy one, and that's the problem. So I just have a little bit of sympathy for me. Not that much because I don't deserve it, but I'm going to be probably getting my my hands on a special edition. So maybe I'll add that into the review that I've yet to convince Lee, my co-host, to do on the game, because it's a big one, you know, it's a big event of the year to have an Assassin's Creed game out. Everyone's talking about it. Well, I am anyway, that's that. But I really want to see this game become something bigger. They're touting like 100-hour playtime, which is, you shouldn't really be doing that unless you have actually got a game with 100 hours in that's not just busy work. You know, this game's bound to have a fucking escort mission in it. It's bound to have shit tons of riding around and not actually doing anything and expecting you to spend hours doing that instead. But the crafting system, the actual gameplay of the action RPG and leveling up gear and armor and things like that, it does sound intriguing, it does sound engaging, it sounds like the kind of game that you could pick up and put down on different times. It's not a big problem. I think it could work. But from my perspective, I'm really, really worried that we're going to fall back into those bad habits of a yearly cycle, and I can't be handling that. I thought they'd learnt their lesson with Unity, and maybe they haven't. Maybe they've gone, oh, well, that was with that style of Assassin's Creed game. This is now different. This is something else we have yet to see. Game isn't out yet. It's out early October. I'm going to get my hands on it, enjoy it, and spend some time wasting myself around the Spartan wars in ancient Greece. Could be good. But guys, if you have liked what you heard here today, please drop a like on the video. Be fantastic. And leave us a comment down below about what you think about Assassin's Creed Odyssey just around the corner. And do you think this yearly cycle is something to be worried about? Or are you done with it? Do you think that this game is just fucking should be put to sleep now and just ignore it forevermore? I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. Don't forget we have videos coming out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. And please do subscribe if you've liked what you've heard today and want to become part of the Overbite family. So until then, take care of yourselves and I'll see you again soon. So, okay, love you, bye-bye.